In the middle portion of Mark, he's told us that John the Baptist was killed by Herod, and there are two feeding miracles where Jesus feeds large crowds with small bits of bread and fish. This is a picture of Jesus as the Good Shepherd. If you have Herod, King Herod, as a bad shepherd, a bad leader, here you have Jesus, the Good Shepherd. If you have the Pharisees that come up from Jerusalem that will keep on conflicting with him in this section, they're bad shepherds. Jesus is a good shepherd. And because of Jesus being the Good Shepherd, the threat of the bad shepherds is always there, and in this section of Mark, we see Jesus moving outside King Herod's territory, further away from the religious authorities that come from Jerusalem. As Jesus is going backwards and forwards across the sea, the two themes are he wants to reveal who he is God. And the second theme is he's asking the disciples, do you not yet understand? Do you not have faith? And the image that he uses there in those sea crossings is, do you not yet see? When they arrive, at the end of this section, they arrive in Bethsaida, and he heals a blind man who could not see at the beginning of the story, but can see at the end of the story. Then Jesus moves further into the villages surrounding Caesarea Philippi. Now this is in the region governed by Philip the Tetrarch. Caesarea Philippi is a very interesting place. It's where one of the headwaters of the Jordan come out from below Mount Hermon. The water comes out of a cave, and this cave was a place where Alexander the Great had established a shrine, a sanctuary for the Greek god Pan. Herod the Great came along. He built a temple to Augustus there on that site. And so you've got pagan deities worshipped in Caesarea Philippi. So at this location, or around this location, Jesus asked his disciples, who do people say that I am? And the disciples give an array of possibilities, things people are saying. And then he turned to his disciples and said, who do you say that I am? And so they're put on the spot to make a choice. And here, it's sort of, you can imagine the scene where there's Pan is regarded as a god, Caesar Augustus is regarded as a god, and we know that on the crossings across the sea, Jesus had revealed himself as God. What are the disciples going to say? Who is the one who's really in charge? Is it Pan, is it Caesar, or is it Jesus? Once Peter answers on behalf of the disciples, you are the Christ. This is the first time in Mark's story they've got it right. However, they still haven't got it completely right, because Jesus then immediately starts talking about what kind of Christ that he's going to be. He's not just the great conquering king of Psalm 2, but he's the suffering servant of Isaiah, and he's going to have to die before the coming of the kingdom of God.